Today I'm trying every food item at Universal Studios Florida for Halloween Horror Nights 31. I am extremely excited to get started. Up first is the Cafe La Bamba area over here, right to the left of Cafe La Bamba in Hollywood. This is a delicious menu and there's a lot of vegan options. We're over at Cafe La Bamba and the window here has a lot of really cool selections, including a mangonada popsicle. It's available with and without alcohol. I'm celebrating my 25th year of sobriety, so I got it without alcohol. So some other food items that I'm going to try later today, in my opinion, seem perfect for a colder night, you know, later in October when there's a few cooler nights of Halloween Horror Nights, hopefully, fingers crossed. This is an awesome option for one of the warmer nights, which is the majority of nights at Halloween Horror Nights, and particularly at the start in September, it's usually warmer. Popsicle is very refreshing. It's both sweet and a little spicy at the same time. Not too much spice though. I would give it a 3 out of 5. Next up is the Tamale de los Muertos. This looks delicious as well. Love the presentation. Let's see how it tastes. This is one of the more heartier options I've tried so far. It seems very filling, so if you're looking for something a little bit more hearty, I definitely recommend this one. I enjoy it a lot. I know I'm saying I enjoy everything, but I do. Like, there hasn't been anything that I've tried that I haven't enjoyed so far. I've got the chicharrones up next. It comes in an adorable little package here with the sticker on top. I wanted to show you all before I rip it off. I thought for a second I was going to struggle with the sticker, which would have been really embarrassing to get on video, so I'm glad it worked out. So I'm told this is the first year they've offered something like this. You've got this pinwheel here, it's covered in cinnamon sugar. I love cinnamon sugar desserts. This is delicious, and it's very, very light. I feel like that's dangerous. I feel like I could have 3 bags of these and I wouldn't even notice. They are really good. If you're a vegan, the Cafe La Bamba area, this little stand over here, is the spot for you. There is not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 vegan items over in this area. I'm trying one of the main vegan items right now. This is the roasted sweet potato and mushroom street tacos. So I normally wouldn't select a vegan item on a menu, just, you know, naturally if I had a lot of options, I wouldn't necessarily pick the vegan item first. This is a really, really good option. To me, the flavor that comes through the most is the sweet potato. And then there are, you know, if you're sensitive to mushrooms, like the mushroom flavor isn't too strong to me. Spiciness, I'd give it like a 2 or 3 out of 5, but really, really good. Not too spicy, very, very tasty. This is the Dios de los Muertos popcorn. So it is just the universal popcorn, but it's got a new seasoning on top of it. It will come in a really cool skull popcorn container. It's not here yet, but it will be for opening night. So I can't wait to see how that turns out. But I do have the popcorn here that I can try a few pieces of. I'm a huge fan of Universal popcorn. I think they have the best theme park popcorn. Don't tell the other theme parks that. That was really good. I will definitely be getting the popcorn again. On the spice scale, this is like a 4 out of 5. I've been giving a lot of 3s. This exceeds the 3s. It's like a 4 out of 5 spiciness wise. It really complements the popcorn well. It's a great addition. I'm gonna miss it when it leaves Halloween Horror Nights. You're gonna want to keep watching because at the end of the video, I'm gonna share my 3 must-try items at this year's event. We are now in Sting Alley at the Meats stand. So this is a reference to a house from 2009. I question myself, but it is 2009, and it is in Sting Alley in New York, so kind of near the Palace Arcade or the Mummy, kind of across the way from those things, between Transformers and New York, is Sting Alley, and this is probably the most themed I've ever seen a food stand at Universal. Not just the stand, but all the food we have just looks incredibly themed. So this is the Sour Beating Gummy Heart. Previously, you could find it at the Tribute store. Of course, it does beat in front of you. Now it's out in the stand. However, new this year is this powdered sugar that comes with it. And it was described to me like Fun Dip, which is really exciting to me because I love Fun Dip. So it's supposed to go with the Gummy Heart. I'm extremely excited to see this new twist and try all of this food. I am so happy to report this year it is even better. It is really, really delicious with the sour edition. It was extremely good with the sour edition. It wouldn't be a trying everything video without a lot of help. There's a lot of food items here. I can't do it all by myself. This is Trevor. He's our photo and video manager, and he's going to be helping me out with this booth specifically. I'm a little jealous that you're trying some of these, but I just can't do it all on my own.
That's okay. I'm more than happy to help you, especially as some of the food that we have here is actually kind of special and unique. And maybe, I don't know if you want to talk about that a little bit, but little Easter egg.
Yeah, so a lot of this we just found out is inspired by Universal Beijing Resort, which just opened in Beijing, as the name implies. And there's a lot of really unique and enjoyable food there that I haven't gotten to try yet. I'm looking forward to it. But they've brought some of it to Orlando.
Yeah, and that's basically the fun fact that I was going to share. And really exciting stuff. So I think, what is it, the chicken offals?
Yeah.
I'm really excited to try that because there's a few things that they've thrown in there from Universal Beijing. So I'm really excited. Okay, so I have the distinct honor and privilege of trying the spicy fried chicken offals. This is crispy fried chicken thigh pieces with peanuts, crunchy chili, toasted sesame seeds, scallions, tossed in a spicy, I cannot say it, but I will put it on screen. I'm going to attempt and fail gochujang sauce. Probably completely wrong. That's okay, but I'm about to devour this. I'm so excited. Rave reviews so far from the chefs that this is something from Beijing, Universal Beijing, that they could not wait for us to try, so I'm very excited to try this out. Favorite item alert. This is so good. I think Taylor's mentioned it already. Well, there's a lot of spice at this event this year. I don't remember there being so much spice, but this flavor, it's so good. I am a fan of Asian-inspired cuisine, so perhaps that's kind of biased, and if it's not for you, then I would recommend skipping, but if you love Asian cuisine, this is so good. 10 out of 10. On the spice scale, probably a 3 out of 5. The fresh ground princess is the next thing I will be trying, and this is just a raspberry flavored Rice Krispie treat. And part of the fun is the way that these are packaged. It's like meat that you would get at a store. So part of the fun is unwrapping it, let alone grabbing your photos and your video, whatever else you want to capture. So let's break into this. We had to cut because I was struggling to open this thing. I am incompetent when it comes to unpacking food items, apparently. But we're gonna break into this now, try it out, give you my thoughts. Gotta get some of this blood, or in this case it's just raspberry, but we won't tell anyone. So this is a sweeter version of Fruity Pebbles. If you like Fruity Pebbles, they use the Rice Krispie cereal, you are going to absolutely love this. Very good. The sauce is fantastic. I highly recommend, if you are going to eat this, scoop up some of the sauce with the Rice Krispie treat. It just kind of gives it a little bit more flavor and a little bit more kick. I think that's how it's likely designed to be eaten. We're moving on from fresh ground princess to spoiled angry bear meat, and I'm going to read the exact description off the list, that way I don't get it wrong. It is savory, flaming hot Cheetos and white cheddar flavored marshmallow treat. I'm so excited. If you're looking for both sweet and savory, this sounds like your best bet right now, but let's break it open. We just watched me struggle with the fresh ground princess. I'm probably gonna cut it here, and then we'll restart when I'm eating the item. So I know it was only a second when we cut it and we've started this footage again, but I unwrapped this in like 3 seconds. Much better than the fresh ground princess. Let's dig in, tell you how it is. I gotta use my hands, unfortunately, for this one. You're gonna want some towelettes. So it's sweet right at the beginning. You take your bite, you're like, where's the flaming hot Cheetos? I forgot. They hit after. I haven't had them since high school, so I didn't know. That spice came in strong at the end. It's similar to the spice of the chocolate chili ice cream in the Wizarding World in Diagon Alley, Florian Fortescue's. That was the same kind of spice where you take a bite and you're like, oh, I just taste the sweet. And then the heat kicks in right at the end. I personally love spice, so that doesn't bother me. I like it. I'm not sure if this is my go-to dessert, but again, if you're looking for sweet and savory, this option's for you. But I want to see what else there is at the event before I say, oh, I would take this over any other sweet or savory option. Next on our list of items to try, the fried zombie brains. Now, this is all cauliflower. It's fried cauliflower florets, tossed in a spicy, again, can't say it, but I'll try, gochujang sauce. I'm so sorry. Garnished with toasted sesame seeds and scallions. This is the vegan alternative to the item I just tried, which was the chicken offals. So let's dig in here. So far, we've tried quite a bit of different food items, a wide assortment. And I have to say, they have knocked it out of the park with every food item so far. This, I will be getting many times during HH131. I'm not kidding you. This is so good. If you're a vegan, the alternative to the chicken offals, as I said, the fried zombie brains, you have to try this. Another favorite item alert, not nearly as spicy either as the chicken offals. So if you are looking for something similar, but at the same time you want to still enjoy some of the gochujang sauce, and I'm sorry if I messed that up, this is for you. This is 10 out of 10, would buy again, would eat again.
There are 3 returning items over here in Gramercy Park, and rightfully so. These were really popular items last year. They're all deep fried. So on my right, your left, we have the deep fried Twinkie, and then we have deep fried Oreos, and then this one is a lot of people's favorites. This is the No Chance in Hell peanut butter and jelly. Kind of embarrassing, but our mic did break for a few of these shots, so I'm gonna do my very worst to lip sync. I'm not gonna do a good job, but that's okay. So this is the Killer Stove popcorn. I'm told by Jackie from Super Enthused that it is inspired by the first Halloween movie when she's cooking popcorn on the stove. So it's the normal popcorn, and then you've got a custard underneath, and then you've got blood splattered on top. So I'm just gonna dig in here. It's a very unique item. I wouldn't have guessed it was gonna be here. It's kind of like a caramel popcorn. I think it's good. It's very unique. It's obviously different from normal popcorn. There's just no saltiness really. It's just all the caramel. It's good. This is the Haunted Horseshoe. So it's an open-faced burger. You don't see many open-faced burgers in the park. This one right here, there's its face, and then it's on garlic Texas toast with jalapeno bacon, spicy candied pork belly, crinkle cut fries, and cheddar cheese sauce. This really surprised me. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but the flavors really complement each other well. The french fries on top of the burger with the bacon, everything goes together really well. I'm not even a big cheese guy either, and I don't like a lot of cheddar cheese sauce, but this was really good. This is the Tombstone Red Velvet Cake Pop. It's one of the items when I saw it on the menu, I was ecstatic to try it. I'm just looking forward to it for a while now. It's beginning to melt, but you can see there's a white chocolate. It looks like there's hands and skull. I'm just gonna take a bite out of this one. I mean, this is cool. This is a favorite item alert. This one is one of the best ones I've had so far. I'm gonna get this 100 more times during Halloween Horror Nights. This was incredible red velvet. It wasn't too overpowering. I don't know what else to say other than you have to try this one. The Blood and Guts Twisted Tater is back for, I believe, the 2nd or 3rd year. I personally prefer just a regular old Twisted Tater. If you like the chili and all that, then maybe this is an option for you. The Fiery Twisted Tater is a new option this year that I've been really excited to give a try. It has flaming hot Cheetos on top of it, along with queso. It is a 5 out of 5 on the spice scale. It was very, very spicy. I did enjoy it, but again, I am sticking to just the old regular Twisted Tater with some seasoned salt. This candy corn dessert is extremely Instagrammable. Instagrammable a word? Probably not. But it does taste like it has a strong candy corn taste, and I am personally not a candy corn fan. This is the spicy turkey and squash bao bun. It looks very tasty. We've already cut inside of it, so you can see inside. So on the spice scale, I would give this like a 3 out of 5. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, but it's not anything crazy. Very, 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 very tasty. This is another favorite item for me. I would definitely get this one again. The bao bun, and all of the ingredients just really complement each other well. I really like it. It's I think it's especially going to be good on a colder night, like later in the season when it gets colder at Halloween Horror Nights. I think this will be a really tasty option. This is the Little Boo themed dessert. I guess it's not even a dessert. It's more of like just a sweet snack. So it is a spicy pumpkin bao bun. So the outside of the bao bun's orange. It looks like Little Boo, and then it's got spicy pumpkin inside. And this is another one that will be really good on a cold night. Like later in the year when it gets colder at Halloween Horror Nights, this is gonna be amazing. It is really, really tasty. Spicy level, I would say a 2 or 3 out of 5. The next item I'm gonna try is the pepperoni pizza skull. This is another one I'm particularly excited about. I think it looks amazing. I like pepperoni, I like skulls, I like pizza. Let's dig in. I'm sorry, buddy. I hardly knew him. To me, this is a more convenient way to eat pizza. It tastes exactly like a pizza, just in skull form. Obviously it's Halloween, you want a pizza in skull form, but very, very similar to just a regular theme park pizza. But again, more convenient in my opinion. You can eat it and go. For all my vegans watching at home, this is a vegan item just for you. This is the African lentil and potato sambosa coffin. Hopefully I am pronouncing that correctly. I apologize in advance if I messed up. So I don't want to speak for all vegans out there because obviously I'm not a vegan if you've been watching this video. However, I feel like a lot of vegan food is like lacks flavor, you know, is sometimes bland. This is extremely flavorful. You can really taste the spices in this one. Again, probably like a 3 out of 5 on the spice scale, but extremely flavorful, not bland. The bread complements the spice as well. I can give you a look inside as well, but I like it. This is the petrified rat tail, and it is a really unique dish. It is crab dip on top. We were trying to figure it out. It's got a seafood taste. It is really tasty. It's crab dip, and then there's a little bit of a chili sauce. It's not too hot, just a little bit of a zing to it, and then funnel fries. This is controversial, but I prefer this over pizza fries. I said it. And keep watching because at the end, Trevor and I are both going to share our top 3 items that you have to try at Halloween Horror Nights 2022. We've made it over to Kids Zone. There's a few tents over here right between Springfield and Kids Zone where ET is or where the Simpsons ride is. A couple good menus here, including the Halloween Horror Nights staple, the Twisted Tater, and pizza fries. This is the heavy hitting corner. This could be my favorite name of an item at this year's event. This is the Wanna Play Beignet. So it is, of course, as the name implies, at the Chucky stand, and it is a Nashville hot chicken and pimento cheese stuffed beignet topped with scallions and a hot and spicy seasoning. Hot and spicy, we'll have to see what the ranking comes in as. I'm thinking this might be a 4 or a 5 out of 5. What have I done? So it definitely stains your hands. That's my first feedback on that item. I would say about a 4 out of 5 on the spiciness. I was actually expecting a little hotter for Nashville hot, although I can feel my lips burning right now, but it didn't really burn my mouth, but I do feel like a little tingling in my lips, so maybe, I don't know. I liked it. The cheese and the chicken complement well together. My favorite sandwich, may it rest in peace, at Breadbox was the buffalo chicken sandwich. It kind of reminds me of that. They just kind of added some cheese, and of course you've got the nice bread from the beignet kind of taste to it. I like it.
All right, this is the Good Guys Burger. I have the list being held by one of my team members, so I'm gonna read that off because there's quite a few things on this burger. It sounds amazing. It has a beef patty, obviously, with crispy pork belly, cheddar cheese sauce, pickled jalapenos with a donut bun topped with red icing and fruity cereal. I imagine it's probably Fruit Loops. I will try it and I will find out. All right, so taste aside, just for a second, it comes in a very cute box. I absolutely love this. A little bit of promo, a little bit of advertising, but you know, I condone it and do whatever you want. But the taste, fantastic. It's quite the mix of flavors, if you will. You have obviously the sweet and the savory. So you have the icing, obviously, on the donut, which is fantastic, with the fruity cereal. And I do want to point out real quick that the cereal was not stale. So that was kind of really nice and refreshing. I'm not sure how it'll be later on into the season as it progresses and there's a lot of demand, but the cereal was very good. Flavor was very good. I love the pickled jalapenos, the crispy pork belly. I think just everything meshes together well, and I think it'll fill you up, actually. It's like a full beef patty. The bun was a little tiny, but overall, highly recommend. I feel like I highly recommend everything all the time, but I think you have to try this at least once. If nothing, just for the box. It's cute. The Chili Lee Ray is next up on my list of items to try. I'm gonna read it off again because there's a few items and I seem to always forget them. So it is the vegan quinoa chili with hominy. Might have said that wrong, I apologize. Topped with micro cilantro and vegan feta cheese crumbles. I have to be honest with you, I love vegan cheese. I think it's a great alternative, and they've gotten so good with vegan cheese lately, you can't even tell the difference. So I'm excited to dig into this item. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Dude, this is good. This is another favorite item alert. I'm gonna set off the alarm now. Favorite item alert. So good. I don't care if you're a vegan, a vegetarian, you love meat. This item is for you. Don't care who you are. This is fantastic. The sauce I know it's a little darker. So good. It is spicy. I've noticed that it seems like some items are spicier this year. More of, you need to have kind of a spice tolerance. This is one of those. I'd say maybe a 3 out of 5 again. But I love spicy foods. This is perfect. Everything pairs well. The vegan feta cheese, can't even tell it's vegan. The micro cilantro, the quinoa, acts like chunks of meat and chili. So good. Highly recommend. Favorite item alert.
This would be your point of view if I was a pizza fry delivery man, because pizza fries are back at Halloween Horror Nights. They've got 2 returning classics. You've got the regular pizza fries here. My hands are still red from the last item we tried. You got pepperoni, cheese, pizza, fries. The stuff that's on a pizza fry. They're as delicious as always. And of course, if you want to change it up, these are my personal favorite, but there is also the sweet potato fries, which are delicious as well. These are both, again, returning from last year. So you've got sweet potato, and then you've got chocolate chips, marshmallows. Very, very good as well. But new this year, vegans, look out. They have vegan tots. Now they have vegan pizza fries. This is the first year. Let's get some woohoos in the comments for vegan pizza fries. So you've got the vegan cheese with the vegan pepperoni, and of course fries. It's hard to see, but they're down there.
And I am stepping in for Taylor to try the vegan pizza fries. I'm very excited. I love, majority of the time I eat vegan food if I can. I am not strictly a vegan, but I enjoy eating vegan options if possible, so I'm very excited to try this. You can't even tell. I don't know how they do it anymore, honestly. This is very flavorful. If you set this in front of someone who does not like vegan food, you didn't tell them, and you just said, these are pizza fries, they would not know the difference. 100% recommend, especially if you're a vegan, you've never been able to enjoy pizza fries. Now's your chance. Come get it. Fantastic.
It's time for the blind taste test. Trevor just said that he couldn't tell the difference. We're going to see if he truly can't tell the difference here. Trevor, which one do you think I'm going to give you first?
I think you're going to give me the vegan one first.
Interesting guess. We'll see
But
if
this
he's
is
right.
50-50. If I say one, you're just going to give me the other one.
Yeah, okay. Don't look.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, but... Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Vegan.
You got it.
Man.
You can tell the difference.
You can. With the pepperoni, you
Yeah.
can tell the difference, yeah. It's a little softer, but flavor-wise, you can't tell the difference between the two. It's just the texture of it.
Pizza fries.
I have the distinct honor and privilege, again, to try the Philly cheese steak, S-T-A-K-E. It looks just like a normal cheesesteak. Only difference is it has garlic. Straight up.
Dracula would hate this.
Mm-hmm. Just like a normal Philly cheesesteak, but the only difference is the garlic is strong. Also, it's a tad salty. So if you're looking for something savory, that's the option for you. If you're looking for something not so savory, maybe skip that one. But I did enjoy it. I like the garlic twist. Again, just like a normal Philly cheesesteak. Only difference is a little bit more garlic. It was good.
Bad news, I already have red fingers. I'm about to get glitter fingers as well. I picked this up a second ago, and my fingers have been glittering ever since. Glittery ever since. Glittering. Oh no, that's gonna be a clip. So this is a sugar cookie, the Mummy Tablet sugar cookie. Very sparkly on the front, not as sparkly on the back. I love sugar cookies. I'm gonna be honest with you. I personally prefer thicker, softer sugar cookies. That's one of the harder, thin sugar cookies. I know some people really like hard, thin sugar cookies. Not hard, but just a little bit more firm than a soft cookie. Just want to let you know, if you're into that, that's the cookie for you. Personally, I like the soft, thicker cookies. I have the churro dog on a stick. When I saw this menu item, I was intrigued, I've got to admit. These aren't two flavors that I've seen combined very frequently. So this is a 6-inch all-beef hot dog, which is dipped in Korean corn beef batter, fried to a golden perfection, and then it's succulently dusted with cinnamon churro mix. I'm a sucker for churros. I like hot dogs, so let's see how they taste combined. I have to admit, I was extremely apprehensive about combining cinnamon and hot dog. The hot dog is incredibly tasty, and the cinnamon sugar really complements it well. I never thought I would say these. These are words I never thought would leave my mouth. I would get this again. This is probably the most visually interesting item at this year's Halloween Horror Nights. This is the maggot-covered cheese dog. So throughout it, there is pieces of hot dog and pieces of mozzarella cheese. So it's an all-beef hot dog, and then it's got the Korean corn beef batter, same as the cinnamon dog, and then
It is dusted with black sesame seeds and the puff rice, which is made to look like maggots, and I mean, it looks really accurate. Wow, this is definitely one of my favorite items here this year at Halloween Horror Nights. The sauce provides a little bit of a spice, still not anything too strong. In the spice scale, I'd give it maybe a 2 or 3 out of 5. But then the puff rice gives it a really great crunch. And then you've got the cheese. The mozzarella cheese was so good combined with the hot dog. I mean, this was a really good one, and it's themed. You gotta give it extra points because it's like completely themed to Halloween Horror Nights. Amazing. And this is another one that I'm told is inspired by Universal Beijing Resort, which is pretty cool as well. Okay, maybe on other channels they might not acknowledge us, but we like honesty here. It's the best policy. So there are 2 food trucks for Halloween Horror Nights that haven't been open when we've been filming this. I sincerely apologize. This is the arepas truck at the front, and they also have a chicken stew this year, which is new. And then there is a mac and cheese truck, which looks delicious, over by Fast and Furious. I'm gonna try both of those. I'll do a short on my channel trying both of those, just to make sure you got my opinion on those. All the other food though, we did try.
This is my favorite part of the video where I get to rank my top 3 favorite items from this year's Halloween Horror Nights. But I do want to give an honorable mention to the No Chance in Hell PB&J. They have slightly modified it. It now has maple syrup on it instead of the hot honey. So now it's vegan for everybody who may enjoy vegan items. Very good. Other than that, unchanged. So good, so tasty. Honorable mention. Number 3 is the Chili Lee Ray. Another vegan option, very tasty, absolutely enjoyed it. Everything mixed well. As Taylor is likely going to mention, it's really good for a winter or maybe a cooler day at Halloween Horror Nights. Definitely not winter, we don't get winter here, but a much cooler day. All the flavors just paired very well. It had a sweet and savory and a little bit of a spicy kick to it. I absolutely loved it, and again, it's vegan, can't go wrong there. Number 2 was the fried zombie brains, which is the vegan version of my number 1 choice, spoiler alert. But the flavor with the gochujang sauce was incredible. I thought it was fantastic. It's fried cauliflowers. I think it was so good. Go back if you need to watch or learn more about the fried zombie brains. If you're like, really? That's really your number 2? Yes, it's my number 2. Go see why. I was blown away by it, just absolutely floored. And number 1 is the chicken offals, which is the non-vegetarian or vegan version of the fried zombie brains. A slightly different flavor profile, a little spicier, but the chicken was crispy. The gochujang sauce, again, was very flavorful. I cannot recommend those top 3 items enough, specifically that number 1 and that number 2. They both taste just about equally the same, just slightly different flavor profiles. Please try it next time you're at Halloween Horror Nights.
I've had a lot of food at Halloween Horror Nights. My 3 favorite items coming at you. At number 3, I would have never in a million years guessed that I would be saying the maggot-covered cheese hot dog. Really, really pleasantly surprised me. It's number 3 on my list. Number 2 is the turkey and squash bao bun. It was really good. I really, really enjoyed just how tasty it was. The bao bun was fresh. I'm a turkey fan, and again, on a cooler night, I think it's gonna be really delightful. I'm really praying for a lot of cool nights at Halloween Horror Nights, if you can't tell already. And then coming in at number 1, this is silly, but it's my list and I can rank it however I want, is the Red Velvet Cake Pop. This was also in Gramercy Park. Those last 2 items were in Gramercy Park. A really, really delicious cake pop. My favorite cake pop I've ever had at Universal. My compliments to the chef. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'll leave another one here. If you're watching it after opening night of Halloween Horror Nights, I'm gonna leave my video from opening nights of Halloween Horror Nights right here. Otherwise, I'll leave a random video.